What's happening, guys, and welcome back to the Galactic Explorers Podcast. This is episode 42, and what an episode we've got for you today, guys. As always, I would like to say, but as always, I am joined by my co-host, which is Kings. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much.
Good to hear. And we had an idea this episode to kind of split it into two, because obviously the update finally drops on Tuesday. Yeah, I think we've all got a lot to talk about, and I think it's only fair for everyone to have an equal amount of say. We're going to split it into two, so today will be me and Jeff, being Kings, and then next week's episode will be me and Jeff talking. So I'm going to try and keep the episodes down to about an hour, under an hour long, instead of trying to do everyone talk at the same time, and it's going into like a 2-hour thing.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. Especially my computer. My computer is probably the least forgiving thing at the moment. So yes. Let's get straight into this. And I have on the screen, as you can see, it's the No Man's Sky website, and we are on the next page. Version 1.5. We completely skipped 1.4, didn't we? We went straight to 1.5.
Yes, we did. Although I looked at the PS4 update history, and they snuck in a 1.4 update.
Oh,
it's really weird. The previous time it was 1.138, I think.
Yeah.
When I looked today,
did you see what date it was?
No, it doesn't say the date.
See, I was spamming the update thing, and I accidentally clicked on the most recent update button, and even yesterday it still said 1.38.
Oh, really?
So, unless what they did was 1.4 was part of 1.5,
yeah,
and it came out at the same time.
So.
It was a rather large update, wasn't it? Was it a 9 gig, 9.5 gig update?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that's my PlayStation 4. Right, so let's get into this. So, obviously Tuesday came. We weren't sure. I don't think anyone was really sure when the update would drop for current users. Obviously, some Xbox users already received their games through the post or whatnot. Obviously, I think you were able to download it if you pre-ordered it on the Xbox Store at midnight.
Oh, were you? Right, okay.
I believe so. Because then it's a new game on Xbox, obviously they tend to bring them out at midnight, don't they? New releases. And then updates rolled out through the afternoon UK time. So I believe it was 2 o'clock.
We got out in the UK. Certainly, I got mine a little bit past 4.
Oh yeah, so I was talking about the other. That's like PC. I think PC received theirs about 2 p.m.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, I think PC received theirs at 2 p.m. and then PlayStation 4 received theirs at 4 p.m. And I think I only found confirmation of this probably about 10 past 2 from a reliable, not source, but a reliable person on Twitter sharing a schedule from an article. I can't remember exactly who it was. But yes, so obviously we had to wait till 4 p.m. The PlayStation 4 faithful. And then it started downloading about 9.78 gig, I think it was, update.
Yeah, nearly 10.
Yeah, so it was considering the previous update, it was a fairly substantial sized download. So,
oh yeah, I think that. I mean, it was nearly double the size, I think, isn't it?
Mm.
Although, I haven't checked now. It perhaps has replaced some modules.
Possibly.
But anyway,
considering a lot
big chunk
has
of code.
changed, and a lot has changed within the update. We will go through these patch notes as well for you guys to see. So, yeah, let's just go through the brief overview. So, next, introducing update 1.5. So obviously, we've kind of skipped, or at least 1.4 may have been part of 1.5. Includes full multiplayer, near unlimited base building, commander freighter armadas, and a graphical overhaul and more. this update is marking the 2-year anniversary of No Man's Sky, and there's a lot changed. Releasing Atlas Riders, Pathfinder, and Foundation for previous major updates. Though to be fair, apart from like the base building aspect, and the story, obviously, those updates are pretty much non-existent really because of this new update. Really, the same kind of like I said, a lot has changed. Like just the base foundation of the game has changed with this new update, and it kind of makes a lot of the stuff in the previous updates irrelevant, or at least they've been replaced by new things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a very different experience.
Yeah, some things for the better, I agree. Some things for the worse. I have some opinions on certain things.
Good. I look forward to hearing those.
Yeah. So multiplayer is obviously the big main attraction of this update for previous players, for current players, and for obviously future Xbox players, etc. And it has been, as it seemed, very, very well received by the general population. I've had only the one experience, that was with the Popper, with my dad. Yes, last night I think it was. We had a quick look around things. I didn't really experience anything negative about multiplayer. Though I do hear that obviously it is very much sticking to the 1 to 4 player model. So we're not going to have 16. I don't believe we're going to have 16 players in at once, kind of thing. I might be wrong, but as Jeff Wolf talked about it on Sunday, when we record the next podcast on Sunday, he does believe that if you bump into any other player randomly in the universe, there's still glowing orbs. You don't actually see another person.
Okay. What, you mean if you bump into them randomly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're still just orbs, not actually not a physical representation. You don't see the actual.
I don't know. How will you know if you bumped into someone randomly?
He did send me a picture, I do believe, on Twitter. If I do dredge that up from somewhere, I'll get it on screen now for you. But yeah, he did. I do believe he's either sent me a picture or he tagged me in a picture. Yes, it's a video actually. So there's a video of him, not of him, but of someone. It's his video. I think it is actually his video, and he's walking around as his avatar. Yeah,
and he sees a glowing orb like he used to do.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps that's someone that's playing, but in properly solo mode, and they're not open to the other experience. You know, the multiplayer experience.
Don't know. I mean, it would seem a bit. I wouldn't say silly, but it would seem a bit odd to if they closed off the whole. Because it's network play, isn't it? It closed off the network play, so that sounds to me like it will close off the entire.
Well, I'm just thinking about it from pre-Next. That's what you got. So there was a certain amount of sharing of spatial data between you and other people.
Mm-hmm.
So if they've simply built on that, maybe if you click the I don't want to interact with other people, then it defaults back to that pre-Next level of code, so that
possibly
you and them just see glowing orbs.
It is possible, but
I don't know.
But
I agree.
It does look like the way it's going to stick just to the 4-player model for the time being. Of course, obviously, future updates committing.
Yeah, but if you go to the voice and network options page in the settings, there's still space for 16 names in that sort of table. But again, we don't know whether that's just there for future, or whether it's any indication of what is actually happening. Who knows? If I had more than 4 people and 4 friends that actually played this game, I'd be bothered.
Yeah, that is true. But it does kind of contradict what they're saying in some of the things like fight as a pirate or win money, epic space battles.
Yeah, 4 isn't very epic. Yeah.
So it's a bit, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, it's obviously they've worked on it from the previous update, multiplayer. Obviously now they've worked on it to actually having a 4-man team multiplayer, and we don't know where it's going to go really from there. Base building, and now I haven't really started building a base because personally for me, I wanted to see if my farm from my previous save was still going to be there. It wasn't still there, but in the patch notes or something like that, Sean, as I'll get it up right here. If I just dredge Sean's Twitter up, as he shared it on his Twitter. Let me just get it for you. We'll be there in a second. There we go. What did he do? He put public service announcement. Once you find a planet you like, you can restore your legacy bases at base computers found in the wild. Nicer than previous updates, since the generation has changed, we wanted to let people choose where they are relocated to. So according to this, No Man's Sky next update says bases have been temporarily archived but can be restored at any base computer. So I went to a planet, I found a decent planet, I just wanted to test to see if it works.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it wouldn't allow me to do anything. There was no option to bring my base back. So it could be a bug for the time being. We don't know. Obviously, they're still working on patches to fix certain bugs at the moment. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get my base back because I've just finished building my farm, which I was quite pleased with.
Yeah, well, I've restart. Well, I did the same as you, and I looked to see whether my base was there, but all the planets had been shuffled around, and there was no base. So I restarted in a new save slot, and I've just got to the point of building my first little wooden shack, little shack in the wilderness.
Yeah.
And there was certainly no option on that sort of base computer to, just like you've said.
Yeah.
There was no option to restore anything from previous. But in this particular game, there wouldn't be anyway because I started.
It's a new save, but I'm keeping it anyway because I basically started a new save just to see what the new beginning was like, and obviously when I did load up, was the first thing I did when the update finished downloading and stuff was go on that my previous save.
Yeah.
And I was, me too. I was like, and then with all the changes, what happened? I was like completely thrown this, out of my comfort zone. It's completely changed.
Yes, and there's no. It's like the previous updates. If you continue a previous go, there's no sort of hand holding.
No.
Really telling you what's changed.
So I started again last night. Did a couple of saves. I just started one save and then started another save just to see if. And what I have noticed, you always seem to spawn either on a snowy planet or a really hot planet. I don't know if that's the same for you.
I spawned on somewhere that was quite. That was sort of not horrendously toxic, but it was a planet where
your shields would get attacked.
Yes, that's right. You were losing your shields, and you didn't start with many shields.
Yeah, you have to literally run to a cave, don't you, just to heal your shield a little.
Well, yeah, or you read the instructions quickly without panicking and repair your multi-tool a bit so that you can then find the resources to get your shield up and then go find your ship. But I really like that because I think that's a really nice way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not horribly difficult.
No.
but it adds a really nice feeling of tension to the whole experience.
Yeah.
Whereas previously, you could spawn on a planet where there was no danger at all. And this way, it does feel a little bit like, oh my goodness, I'm stranded on a planet with nothing.
It's very survivally.
Yeah. But without being horrible.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's like on survival mode.
Oh, I can only imagine. I think it feels like they've gone in a very different direction. I wasn't expecting this direction. I feel it feels very much like these survival games like Ark. Now with the whole new crafting system.
I don't have any experience with Ark, but I think that with each iteration we're getting more complexity.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't mind that. I don't mind the complexity.
I don't mind the complexity.
I still hate the bloody inventory management. The shuffling of resources from one place to another.
Yeah,
that bugs me.
I think my main issue with the crafting system is the fact that they've changed all the elements.
Everything's different, so you can't. Prior knowledge means nothing.
And it's things like the it's warp cells as well. I don't know if you've seen warp cells, but you've got to create the different components for the warp cells.
I haven't got that far yet.
Right, so obviously when you finished creating a warp cell in the previous updates, it was just literally a tube, wasn't it, with the fuel inside it. Yeah. Now you've got to create the tube.
Separately from the contents. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then put them together. I mean, obviously that makes sense, because obviously it's essentially where did you get this tube from?
But when you use it, do you get to reuse the tube?
Nope. So you've got to create it all again.
Disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, disappointing, yeah. So you basically create an empty tube, and you can put something inside. Obviously, you put the fuel inside it to make a warp cell, but then you don't get the tube back. So.
Oh, what about?
Think
of the planet.
Yeah.
Recycle.
Think of the universe. So I think if it just irritates. Like, I don't know what was wrong, because obviously I know in the last update or the update before, they obviously added new things what could be crafted. I can't remember if did they add new elements in the previous updates?
I'm fairly certain that things change each time.
Yeah, but I know they definitely added new things to be crafted in Atlas Riders. But it's the fact that they've changed such important things like plutonium. And
that was your rock, was it?
Well, it's not that. It's just that it's the thing that we've always used to power everything. Was plutonium. It's been the same case for 2 years. It's the same thing with iron. Like, we don't even have iron anymore. It's something different. Called something completely different. And it's just a bit like, why did you do that? Well, I don't understand why. I understand that they've changed. I would have accepted the fact that they've made it more complex, but I don't understand why they had to replace the name of it and obviously its appearance and stuff. It's a bit weird. In space as well, using your pulse engine, it's a different fuel for your pulse engine now.
Oh yes.
And you still get it from asteroids, but it's not as common anymore. And obviously there's no thamium in the game anymore either. And that's been replaced by O2, it's oxygen now. I think what's weirder is that's not in space either. The O2 is not in space. So the asteroids either give you gold, silver, and the stuff what you need to fuel your pulse engine.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's titanium or something similar to that.
Something, and it's not as common, but I do believe you get more of it.
Yes, that's what I thought when I needed some, and I shot off your asteroids. It didn't take very many before I had enough.
Yeah. So, but it's definitely not as common as thamium was or iron was, yes, because they were the only two elements in the asteroids. Apart from obviously the bigger asteroid, which obviously took.
But previously they were just a waste of time because you'd be firing at those for ages and ages and knocking off massive chunks and getting about 3 or 4 units, and it's just like, it's tiresome. It's quicker. It's quicker with your handheld laser on a planet.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But yeah, that's my only niggle about the crafting system. I'm hoping that they stop with the complexity now because it seems very in depth.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially with like the new
Absolutely.
refiners.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm putting everything in it.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I find it really interesting how they've done that because it's similar to stuff like Space Engineers. They have refiners like you put iron in and obviously it'll come out with like iron frames and stuff like that. In this case, they seem to upgrade the element. Yeah. The refiner. So it seems obviously if you put in what is it?
Is it ferrite dust or something like that? And
ferrite dust, and you come out with
pure ferrite.
Pure ferrite, and if you put pure ferrite in, it comes out with something else, and the more times you put it in, it consumes more of the previous element. So ferrite dust into what was it again? Ferrite.
Pure ferrite.
Yeah, pure ferrite consumes just one.
I think it's 1 for 1 with that, but then it's 2 for 1.
Yeah, and then the next one is 2, and then it's 3 for 1.
I haven't gone any further because I didn't need to. I just needed some of that.
Yeah. But it also, if you use the more improved stuff, it charges up your equivalent.
Yes.
Or less.
And you think about the oxygen, when you've got condensed oxygen, that's even better, isn't it? Because you can hold 250 of that, and it's the equivalent of charging 500 worths of the other. So it is a good thing to do.
So it is,
but
it's just a bit awkward to get used to it to begin with. I mean, it's teething pains.
Of course, you're used to one way, and now they've changed it all. And to start with, it feels foreign and wrong, and therefore it's bad. But
especially when they didn't show it off in the trailer or anything like that either.
Yeah, but the trailer.
I think it would have prepared us a little bit for it, maybe.
It's not.
That's true. But we didn't get a thingy trailer like we have to, like the one with the woman talking.
No, that's true.
Over it, did we?
No, that's true.
Time?
No, I forgive them for holding some stuff back. I think that's absolutely fine. And I don't have a problem. They change things around. That's fine. It's just treating it almost like a new and different game, really. Yeah,
I suppose. I mean, obviously, I guess it kind of puts us all on an equal level playing field again, doesn't it? Really, like the Xbox players, obviously, if they've never played the game before, they've got no previous experience with the previous update. So this is pretty much how the game's always been to them.
Yeah, probably.
And then obviously for us, it's just a case of learning the new recipes and such.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You'll get
you'll
get used to it.
We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Let's briefly talk about the Galactic Atlas website.
I had a quick look at it. Yes.
Yeah. So on the end of the Waking Titan live stream that happened when Emily unfortunately passed away. RIP Emily, sacrificing herself to save the last dreamer. Sean announced that there is a website which is called the Galactic Atlas. It's basically a giant map of the Euclid.
Your favourite.
Right, first time. Oh God. So yeah, it's a giant map of the Euclid galaxy, and it's got points of interest on there. You can type in your portal address, and it'll give you your rough location in the galaxy, etc., etc. It's got some of the hubs, known space in there as well, like the Galactic Hub, etc. So it's quite a nifty tool, I'm guessing. I'm interested to see what else they do with the website. At the minute, it's just kind of like a fancy map.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to show any of the. I mean, it's showing a lot of points, but it doesn't really seem to be telling me what's at those points.
Well, obviously, when if you click on the point, on the left-hand side comes up a panel. It gives a description and it tells you if it's who it's owned by, like that space and such. Like some of them have got the Galactic Hub logo on there, and a description of obviously the Galactic Hub or the planet or whatnot. So yeah, if you're interested, go check it out. It's just Galactic Atlas in Google, and you'll find it there.
Yes, that's right. galacticatlas.nomansky.com.
Yes, there you go. Base building. Now, I haven't really had much time to go into this, but what I've seen, there's a hell of a lot of new stuff added into this.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Hundreds of new objects.
New blocks, and the actual building mechanic is like the new blocks anyway, is very reminiscent to me of how you're building Fortnite. Like laying the panels down, they're not. It's not like a building like it was in previous updates. And obviously we did get. Like,
are there no actual whole rooms? It's all.
Well, we still got the old blocks. Yes, but they are very much the new blocks that look very panelly, like these survival games are. These online survival games like Flycard, where you get a floor panel, you place a floor panel, and a wall panel, a door panel, and
that's what. So. Yeah, that's all I've done so far is build that one room shack.
Yeah, so they look very much reminiscent of that. I mean, I guess it's quite good because it's quite easy to build.
Yeah, it's no problem. It was interesting that you could name your settlement and upload it to the what have you servers.
Yeah, and it's easy enough to delete your base as well. You just literally go on your base computer and just click delete base.
Right.
It does it for you. I do believe it actually removes the building for you as well. You don't have to scrap it all yourself, individual parts. So,
well, that's quite similar to where it was before, isn't it? Because if you claimed a new base location, it just automatically dragged your resources over into that bin in the corner.
Also, you can build portable, well, not portable, but placeable teleport pads things now. So obviously, because we don't have that original base building anymore, you need a teleporter patch to build.
But you can build underwater as well. That'd be interesting.
Yes, you can. I haven't actually found a planet yet.
Come and play with me. My planet's got water.
Oh, I have to explore that for sure. My dad's been telling me about. He's found one on the Xbox like that as well. It's like a really temperate climate as well.
Yeah, mine's lovely.
Water, mountains,
grassy,
and everything.
green, lovely.
And then we also, I'm getting like the next big selling point is third person.
Yeah.
So all aspects of the game, that's flying your ship and walking around on the planet's surface. I'm guessing you haven't jumped.
No, not yet.
Then have you? Well, it automatically sends you into third person.
Oh, does it? Okay.
So when you're going through light speed, I'm guessing it's called, whatever. It sends you out into third person. It does like a motion where it swings from side to side. The camera
from all the turbulence.
No, it's as if the ship's moving. It's kind of like a semi static camera. You kind of move only slightly to the left, but the ship swings all the way to the right, and then it do the opposite motions. Just that's kind of dynamic.
A more cinematic experience, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So that happens, and then we've also got the expressive gestures for the characters as well.
Yeah, I can sit down.
I've been seeing a lot of people using them as part of the cameras, like the pictures that people have been taking.
Right, sure.
Especially like the sitting down one and stuff like that. But that's another thing great about this update. It's fantastic for pictures, for taking screenshots. I've taken one must be pretty successful in likes on Facebook as well myself. So.
Oh yeah, I saw you posted a few pictures up on the Facebook.
Yeah. So it's a nice. It was really weird because when I spawned in on one of my previous saves, I think it also seems like every single system also has a ring planet, at least one, as well. So I don't think it's going to be hard to find them. But yeah, so this ring planet had a moon, and the moon was buried within
the ring
right. Of the planets. Yeah, so the ring would be it's cutting like the planet in half, pretty much. And on this moon, it was pretty much a barren moon, but it had like a pink sky and a pink hue to the clouds and everything. So it was quite an attractive looking, photogenic place to take. So and then we've got character customization as well.
Did a bit of that.
Which is, and we've got confirmation obviously from the previous episode. We were wondering what this little geck running around was, and we can obviously confirm that it's going to be a player, and you can actually choose your race in game. So you can either be an anomaly, which is what we usually are, a geck, Viking, Kovacs, or a traveller. But if you notice, there is a space free as well on the race choice screen.
Do you think that's an empty space, or do you think that's just?
Well, it's got a border space.
Oh, is it?
It's not. Yeah, it's not just if you go on the. If I send you the link to the website.
So are you inferring that means there's going to be another race at some point?
I'm not suggesting, but I mean, if you think about it, if you weren't going to add a space, if you weren't going to add anything there, literally that space blank. But as it is, it has the same shape as the other button for the anomaly geck, Viking, Compact, and Traveller. But it's just not the same colour. It's just like a darker grey.
Right. Okay.
As if they can insert something there. If you've had a look at it, you know what you're
trying to work out how I do that. There we go.
But yeah, that's how it looks to me personally. And maybe we're going to get another race.
Well,
perhaps.
Maybe.
But that sounds like it would be for another update, or maybe in these weekly updates that we would get, maybe as a reward of some kind.
Yes, I see what you're saying. It does seem like it's a greyed out thing.
Yeah. Like, if they weren't going to use it for anything, they would have just left it blank.
Yes.
Would have thought. I've only just noticed it looking at this picture as well. I never noticed it in game or anything.
So you look at the positives.
But yeah, so I do like this the whole customization thing as well. You don't have to buy anything as of yet. You don't have to spend any money to get any of the pieces or whatnot. So
no, I was a bit concerned they were going to hide that behind either some sort of grind wall or worse still, some sort of paywall.
Yeah, but even then, I'd be happy to pay for cosmetic stuff.
Yeah,
it's either pay to win stuff or other things.
I don't think they're foolish enough to try and go down a pay to win route after the Battlefront issues blew up.
Yeah,
I don't think any company's going to go down that way for a little while.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot of customization. I mean, I think the only problem is like all the suits are pretty much the
I always
same.
thought that. They got markings on and I'm pressing the buttons and wondering, well, what's the difference?
Yeah, I think what is with the markings is it's the different colour combinations of what you can colour at the same time.
Oh, is that what it is? All right.
Yeah, so like the chest piece, like the torso, not the arm, not the armour part, but the torso part. Sometimes you'll have like 4 presets, and then it looks like they're all the same. But what it is the first preset is it colours it all the same. Second preset will be you can colour the scarf and the shoulder parts a different colour, and the torso and the other parts are the same. And then the third one will be you can colour the scarf and the rest of it the same colour. And it's like that. It's one of those combinations.
And I was selecting everything the same colour, so I didn't notice.
That's probably what it was then. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I've gone for I've stuck with an anomaly, and I've gone with a brownie leather outfit and with blue and orange.
I've gone all white spacesuit. Gone traditional.
Well, what we'll have to do is possibly insert our avatars into the video.
I can get
into the next episode.
I can get a photo and do something about
it.
There
we go then.
Sure.
I've got my new USB stick
ready
as well.
to go.
So yeah, I have. So and next we will talk about freighter enhancements. I actually had a look to see how much freighters were. And I only found I think it was a Class C one,
right?
And it's only 6.9 million. So they're definitely pushed about with the
I'm
prices.
sure I saw in the on the Discord channel that people saying that they were somehow getting a free freighter.
No, I don't know if that's part of the mission.
Don't know. Didn't know any more details than that.
Perhaps.
Just some people say.
Well, I'll have to look into that.
Because that would be nice.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah. But 6.9 million isn't really much compared to.
It's not too bad. If you got
compared to the last update, was it like 100 and odd million for some of them?
I can't remember.
So I think I saw one. I think it was. I don't know if it was Class C, but it was like 179 million or something like that. So.
That's quite a lot. I'm not sure I'd want to grind that much.
Yeah. But there's a lot more variety in these frigates and things.
Have you been on board one to be able to see? Is the layout much better?
Yes. Some aspects, yes. So the bridge is a lot easier. It's not 3 levels as it was before. It's only the 2 levels. And you can literally when you walk onto the bridge, there's that barrier, isn't there? Goes all the way around.
The irritating one.
Opening. Yeah, right at the front. It's when you walk into the bridge. There's no barrier, so you can literally just walk off onto the bottom floor.
Oh, good. Because that was a pain.
But then,
either trying to fly across or walk around.
Definitely, because you didn't have much headspace, did you? Really, on the bridge. But I think the only negative is when you land your ship and you get off, and then there's less stairs up to the bridge now.
That's good though, isn't it? Oh, you mean there's fewer stairwells?
Yes. So all the stairwells are at the front of the landing pads now. You can't. So the pathways. What separated each? Because there's 3 docking.
Yeah, and it was a raised sort of gangway.
Yeah. There's a wall blocking off. So if you landed on the second one or the third one, there's a wall blocking off part way down the walkway part. So you have to literally get off onto the landing pads and go to the front one.
All right.
And then that's where the stairs are. But there's 3. I think there's 3 stairwells, but obviously you've still got to go through the front one. I don't know if that's just this one particular ship I got onto. But yes, it was that. I have actually been onto an Atlas station as well.
Oh yeah.
And it seems slightly different. So it seems like the entry tunnel is a bit longer, and the gap between the door and the landing pad is a bit bigger as well. It's definitely seemed like it took longer to get from, because there's 2 sets of doors, isn't there, in the Atlas station? Obviously, the one that you first fly into, and then the one what opens up into where the Atlas is and everything. And it definitely seems like it's a longer fly from that second door to where you land. But it's very eerie because you feel the scale of it when you get out of your ship, even when you're flying into that landing pad, because it's so far away. It's such a small landing pad now. It feels like it's so much smaller inside this big cabin space.
So more impressive in a lot of ways. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're in those anomalies a lot less frequently than if you have a freighter. So it perhaps has less impact. I mean, it's sorted out. Just getting to the blooming freighter captain was always a pain in the backside. Hey, did you, when you returned to your ship, did you always jump off the top barrier? Jump over the barrier at the top and just drop down to your ship?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not going down them stairs.
No. Like I said, there's only one set of stairs now as well, so you only go up inside the not space station, the freighters. Inside the freighters, you only go the one stairs, then you turn left, and that's it.
That's a bit better.
Now you don't go up one stairs and then another set of stairs like you did before.
Where do you build your base if you're on the freighter now? Then is that changed?
I'm guessing it's all. I think it's just the same, but you got more flat space rather than the two levels of floors. But yeah, so.
I was just going to ask you, because I'm just a little conscious that time's ticking on, and what your, rather than picking nits, about how you feel about the actual game itself now. You say you've restarted. How do you feel it's been? Have you bumped into people? What is it? What has it been like for you?
I haven't bumped into anyone. I've obviously played multiplayer with my dad for
right. And how's that implemented? Is that well done?
It seems pretty well done. It's easy enough to transfer things between individuals.
Who joined who?
You literally go on in your inventory, click. I joined my dad.
Right.
And it was easy enough. All you did was go in your inventory, press triangle on whatever you wanted to transfer, and then just go down to his backpack and then press triangle.
Okay, yeah, just the same as transferring. But because he's with you, presumably within range, there must be a range limit.
Well, that's another thing. They've messed about with the ranging, which has pissed me off. You have to be within 50 units of your
to
ship
send things there. I noticed that I seem to get out of range really quickly.
There and obviously send things back. But you have to be within 50 units of that.
Yeah, previously you could send it back to the ship from pretty much anywhere. It was only retrieving from there that you had to be close.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
And that's really sense. I know it kind of makes sense, but it also means that you're going to have to either build a vehicle sooner rather than later, a land vehicle, or you're going to have to, build so much fuel for your takeoff because you're going to have to be flying your ship everywhere and landing it everywhere. Yeah, especially if you're starting out the game and you obviously haven't got many inventory slots. Well, so
and what about? Did you do any missions? Can you do things together?
No, we didn't do any missions because my dad just basically restarted his game. So we were pretty much just getting through But that's the thing. You were with him while he was doing his initial game bit. Yeah, well, we were both with our starting characters. I wasn't using my
your previous one.
My previous save. So it was both with our.
That's really good, though. That's really good, isn't it?
It's good, yeah. So you can kind of do it. It's really weird though because it seems like I would have preferred it if you could choose to spawn it at the same time. Because although it was my new character, it was my character that I started earlier in the day, so I was still like a little bit further ahead of him. It would have been nice. I mean, I'm still a bit iffy on the whole method of playing multiplayer in the game. I would have preferred if we could have started at the same time.
But isn't that down to you making the decision? Right, I'll start. If we all start a new one, so will I, and we'll do it together. Yeah,
but I think the problem with that is because you have to join one person's game. It's not like you're playing in the same universe at the same time. It's weird. It's like because of that whole intro part of the game.
You can't both do your own intros. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I think it is because when you want to join someone's game, they've got to be already in the game.
Right.
So obviously, if you're both out of the game, like if you're both at the main menu, technically you're not in one of your save games, are you? So if say my dad went to press to start a new game, I'd have to wait obviously for his game to start to load up to get to that screen where obviously it says press square, and then I'd have to start a new game. But it doesn't start me out. It doesn't start you out on the planet with them. It starts you out in space, and you've got to fly to their planet.
So you probably couldn't start a new game and join.
Exactly, it's kind of
so one of you has to be a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, or at least you can. I guess you might be able to already do it, but you'll just be in space and it's safe, and then you just fly to him and then carry on what you were doing before. But it kind of takes away from the whole point of playing together from scratch, doesn't it?
Well, I suppose so. But once
it's only nitpicking me, really.
Yeah.
But what else did we get? Another weird thing is the new tech, what you can upgrade your stuff with, like your multi-tool. You've got. Have you been to a space station yet? Yeah. So obviously, have you been to any of the vendors?
Yes. The only one I've done is I think I bought an extra thing for my backpack. Other than that, I've not.
Right. So a lot of the vendors, they have two sets of buying menus now.
Oh yes, that's right. Yes, to buy the thing or buy the blueprint. Yeah.
Yes, and the thing is individual parts for them. So to upgrade like a specific part of your mining beam, it's not just a new blueprint anymore. It's like a ranking system. Have you noticed the A, B, and C ranking on certain things?
Yeah.
So you can get like a C class mining tube or something, mining laser tube or whatever, and you can get like a B class and an A class, and obviously it'll affect your mining ability. But I think it doesn't take up space in your multi-tool inventory. I think it equips to that slot, but it increases its rank instead. So it's kind of like if you played, just off the top of my head, if you played something like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and you went to upgrade your lightsaber, you'd obviously only have the one lightsaber, but you would have 3 slots inside it, which were a crystal, then 2 energy crystals, and obviously they did different stuff to your lightsaber, but obviously it's just equipped with the one slot, so it's kind of like that. But it's going to be interesting to try and get my head around it to begin with, because I haven't messed around with that part as of yet. So
I think that I did buy one of the units. So I did buy some blueprints, and I also bought a thing. It was to improve my mining laser, and I'm pretty certain. I hope I get this right, but I'm pretty certain when I bought it, it went into my backpack inventory, into a slot there.
Oh,
it's
so
an actual item. And then I selected it and I dragged it to my multi-tool and equipped it into the slot that I wished it to be equipped into.
Okay, so it does actually.
Yes, it does. It works. It works as though you bought the blueprint and then built the thing into the place. But But you don't have to build it. But I'm guessing that if you disassemble it or switch tools, you haven't got the blueprint, so you won't be able to make it again. You'd have to either buy the unit or.
Although maybe if you disassemble it, maybe it'll just revert back to its previous as an item in your inventory.
Well, I've not disassembled anything, but previously, if you disassembled, you only got back half the products that it took to make it.
Yeah.
But if you've not got the blueprint, you probably wouldn't be able to remake it.
Yeah.
So,
but you bought it as an item.
But it's a quick way of getting an upgrade.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
And they weren't very expensive. I guess they're not particularly expensive for exactly that reason. It's a sort of a one. You can keep it for ages, but it is only sort of one use, and you won't be able to remake.
Possibly, yeah. I like the new the analysis visor enhancement.
Yeah, that's really good.
Well, in fact, I've got like love and hate relationship. So I love the fact that you can track things and it's easy to spot them and things. But I hate the fact that when you're trying to scan a flying animal,
I found it very difficult to scan the flies and fish as well.
Yeah,
you perhaps.
Well, yeah, I have
they were
found
a
any
nightmare.
fish yet. But well, I'll tell you what was worse. So the flying animals, like the birds and stuff, they're bad enough. But I found butterflies on my planet, and they were literally all over the place. They were at least twice as fast moving as the birds were, and they were just all over, like flying up and down in circles and everything. And I think I spent about 10 minutes just trying to scan, because they were the last animal that I needed for the planet. Yeah, so it was really annoying. I spent about 10 minutes just waiting to scan it.
Well, in the very first version of the game, when it was really hard to scan flying things, you just shot them down and then scanned the corpse. You should have done
pretty much, yeah. Obviously, we've had some graphical enhancements.
I think it looks lovely now. I'm only on the standard
PS4.
You're on the Pro, aren't you? So
yeah, I am. Yes. What's really weird is I don't feel like I can tell a difference between the Pro currently, because although I'm using a 4K screen, it's not a HDR. It's just a 4K screen as such. I do have a HDR TV, but it's because that's the big main TV in our living room. I put the PlayStation there. The kids can't watch TV and stuff, so I have it on my 4K computer monitor instead. Obviously, it is a better quality screen than my 1080p screen, but it doesn't allow me to have my TV in a 4K, my PlayStation in a 4K mode, so to speak. Yeah, I can only imagine it looks amazing in 4K. I will have to, like, at one point, keep the kids out of the living room. That's going to be hard now. It's the 60 holidays. But yes, it does. I'm really loving the new features on the ships. The detail on the ships.
Yes, the models are really good on them.
Like the little crates and ship paint as well. Some of them as well. So it's looking fantastic. Ring planets are an absolute blessing.
Well, I think Jeff wanted that, so he'll be happy.
Yes, and they actually are. The rings are actually made up of asteroids as well, like asteroids and fog. So if you fly into them, there'll be literally asteroids all over the place, like in Elite Dangerous. And it's really, really foggy though in there as well. So yes,
I haven't seen any space whales yet, but I haven't given up hope.
Well, I don't think they'll ever be in the game. Maybe that's going to be the new race.
Space whale.
Space whale. Yeah, you don't actually have to buy a ship.
You are the ship.
Just floats around in space. Yeah. I'm just getting flashbacks to. There's a TV show on BBC Two back in the day. There's a space one. I can't remember. I mean, it'll come back to me at some point. But yes, so the HUD. I'm liking the new HUD thing. What really annoys me is I wish I could turn messages off for missions. Sometimes I just want to play the game without having to be bothered by the missions.
Yes, if you go into your log, you can switch between sort of active missions, but it doesn't seem like you can disable them all. Yeah.
Turn them off.
Yeah, that is.
I wish. Yeah, so it really irritates with that. I like the new space station, the marketplace with all the aliens everywhere.
But there's so many now, and you just go and talk to them, and they all just seem to be doing the same sort of thing. And
I
don't know if.
I think it's a starting place. I think obviously they've done that now. The next step will be maybe more dialogue, or maybe they'll be moving around. Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe so.
So it might be like a placeholder, kind of like the multiplayer was in the last update. Also, we've got the new aliens from the eggs. Have you attacked any of these eggs yet?
Oh yes, I did, and
the big green alien
they were scary.
Yeah. So So that's what the if you remember in the Waking Titan, I think it was element 5. We've got that message, and it was that person talking about the eggs.
No, but okay, I'll trust you. I should pay more attention to the AIG, but
well, it's completely finished now.
I should have paid more attention. But, I liked watching the YouTube videos of people going to the live drops and things. I thought that was really, really quite nice.
Yeah.
And hearing Jeff talk about his experience as well, because that was really good. His experience was great. Really, really fun. I'm so glad he went. But as far as this update is concerned, for me, I think it's wonderful. I know we've been a little bit negative, but it's made me really want to play the game again. And it's made me want to play with other people. And I think it can be, it can be just a wonderful, chilled, friendly game that you can, just chat with someone whilst you're going about your little your get business. So, I'm really looking forward to putting a few hours into it. It's going to be really good.
Yeah. I mean, even like my dad was kind of in a love-hate relationship with LSK. He always wanted it to be how it was shown.
Sure. Well, hopefully he's a bit happy with it now. Then.
Yeah, well, he is. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't tried out the combat. It's the space combat what really annoys him about the game. Like, it's not to like the level of what ED is.
Yeah, sure.
So, I can't actually find that thing.
Don't worry.
Now, but I'll find it another time. But yeah, it's basically an extract from a message saying that they went under the ground. They shouldn't have gone under the ground. Excuse me, and saw these eggs and stuff, and they hatched. And came
so
out.
have you done it as well?
Aliens.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw them when I went to a. What did I go to?
It was a building. They were outside a building, and I just look, resource. Oh, this is interesting. I'll have a bit of that.
No, not a resource.
In the end, I just had to run to my ship.
Like the whole the plants as well. Yeah, the new plants, like the hazardous plants, the gas plants, and the spike plants as well. If you've seen any of those, if you get too close to the stab you and stuff. But yes, he's the full patch notes for you guys. This is the third person fight. If you want to pause it to see, then that's up to you. Missions, bases, freighters, crafting resources, UI/UX.
And I know we're getting near the end of the recording, so I just before we started recording, I said, well, I'm just going to repeat it now while we're on the pod. So I had, say, about 2 hours spread over 2 sessions last night, and in each session I met somebody else just at random. I wasn't out there looking to play, but I was open to anyone joining me. So they must have just selected to join a random person and joined in. At least I assume. I can't believe that we bumped into each other just at random.
No.
And they weren't glowing orbs; they were the proper character models.
Yeah.
So my sort of just a little bit of concern is that if I play in that mode, that I am open to it because I'd like to meet people at random, but people are constantly going to just jump into my game, then it's quite a different experience from that lone survival exploration game that we've had before.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying it's wrong or bad, it's just different.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was talking about before, when I was playing with Dad, it didn't spawn me where he was. I was in space on my ship, just in the same solar system.
But there was a marker for him, presumably, so you could see where to go.
Yeah, there was a marker, but they did say as well, when you are playing in a party, you spawn obviously in the same system, but then from then on, you can fly out wherever you want to go.
Oh yes, that's right. They did say that.
And everything. So even if they do, I can imagine if they do join, you can just, if you finish with that system, you can just fly up to a different system, and you just leave them there or whatnot. So, but yeah, I do agree. Like, it might get annoying if Especially, I mean, if this game came out the way it is now, obviously we would have a bigger influx of players to begin with. I can imagine it would have been annoying getting people just spamming in and out.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I was very lucky. I think, I don't know, lucky, but both of the people I met, neither of them tried to attack me. We just sort of gave the first one didn't have a headset on, so we just gave a thumbs up to each other and waved. And whereas the other one was from Brazil, and we chatted, and it was really, really good. So, it's been a very positive experience, but if someone just spawns in and just kills you, then it's just annoying, isn't it? I don't want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'll have to. I'm not even sure I've got a bolt caster on my multi-tool yet.
I haven't yet, no. So that's another thing I also noticed. So if you reload your previous saves, a lot of the tech to your ships and to your multi-tool is now obsolete technology. So you can,
just dismantle it and turn it into...
Yeah, dismantle it, and it will get It's basically a chip.
Yeah, but keep them though, because they're needed for many of the recipes.
Yeah, but then also a stack of 5 of them is worth 250 grand. So if you had as many as I did, I had about 30
yeah,
of
sure,
them.
I did, but I'm not sure I want to. I think I sold some of them.
Oh yeah. Sure, you do want to keep at least half of your.
I sold some just for the inventory space.
Yeah, but 250k to begin with, if you're low on cash. No, that's one thing that was really annoying me. The whole I don't know why they haven't reworked the in-game rewards. So when we pre-ordered the game.
Oh, what, the pre-order bonus?
We got
the 10,000 credits. Yeah, that's nonsense.
Yeah, the 10,000 credits is
that's nothing.
What threw me, like, ooh, 10,000 credits, that must be a lot. No,
you get that just from scanning a few animals.
One thing in the game for it's kind of pointless. Like, you can't really buy anything with 10,000 credits. Especially in this new update, a lot of the things are a bit more expensive now. So I think, although we talk quite negatively about this update, I think it's going to be. It's because it's just new. Obviously, some things are brilliant, and I admit that personally. I think the whole update overall is brilliant. There is bugs, obviously, because it's.
I've heard some PS4 pros crashing.
Yeah, well, mine
did
crashed
it. Okay.
once last
I've had nothing.
When it was in multiplayer as well.
Right.
And then also when my dad was fixing his ship, the sparks at the top of the ship, when you're first fixing it, they were sending my camera jittery. Like when I was in the same area of the ship, it was like shaking my camera. But yeah, obviously there's gonna be things that we need fixing and
there will. But no, I agree with you. I think it's a massive step forward, and I'm really looking forward to playing it more.
Yeah, I think the only reason why we think there's some negatives is because it's such a massive change to what we've had for the past year or 2 years. That's all it really is, just a case of getting used to it. We've been kind of thrown for a bit of a weird bone, and it's just put us off kilter a little bit. It's all. So
speak for yourself. I'm very happy.
Oh, I'm happy. It's just the whole. Where's my goddamn plutonium?
that ain't a thing anymore.
No, it isn't. Although the crystals are still there. There's red crystals, but they're not called plutonium anymore. But yes, thank you for joining me, Kings.
It's been fun. Pleasure. I'm looking forward to hearing what Jeff has to say when you record it.
Oh, Jeff's rants. I think his alter ego will come out.
I look forward to hearing him.
Indeed. So thank you so much, guys, for watching and listening to the podcast. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment down below, telling us your thoughts on the new update, what you like, what you don't like. Share the video with your friends if you want. It helps so much for the channel, and maybe give us a subscribe as well. We are on the up a little bit. But we want to get to that 100 by the end of the year, perhaps.
Oh, okay. We'll have to pay people.
Maybe. We have to pay people to watch our content. That's it.
Watch the video, and we'll promise we'll come round and make you a cup of tea in your own house and serve it to you. Or maybe not.
No, that's not a promise. Especially if you're in a different country, that's definitely not a promise. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us. From us to you, we'll see you next time.